Just remember, everything is scripted. Disillusion, a lot of things that some of y'all's physical eye can't see. Black history, there's no such thing as Black history. Black History Month. And some of y'all cry and say it should be Black History every day, and you don't even know what the word black means. You know, and you're worshiping different society groups like the Boule on February. They really control y'all's energy of this man-made months, years, time. It's deeper than that, y'all. Then they drop this movie Black Panther. And y'all over here marching and celebrating certain things and helping society groups do rituals while y'all destroying your generation and your star seeds. You can't blame nobody else, or you can't blame anybody. You can only blame yourself. Trips Awakening. Y'all will feel my ancient signals, one within the universe, and universe is inside of me. Some of you earthlings left me comments, hit me up in the inbox, and I appreciate y'all, asking me to speak on the Black Panther. Now, I wasn't going to do it, because everybody else was doing it. But I appreciate y'all. So, I'm going to go ahead and do it, just break it down. And I really wasn't going to watch it, to be honest with y'all, because I like the comic books better, and the different storylines and the cartoons and stuff like that. When it comes to that, when it comes to the movie, I would say this. To me, it was like the movie was negative and positive, but you got to balance it, and I talked about a lot of stuff that was in the movie on a spiritual level a long time ago, way before they even come out with the Black Panther. It's just basically, energy and frequency and different beings, extraterrestrials and stuff, which, we have that ability and we connected to certain things. Certain things, certain bloodlines don't want you to connect with because you will have the advantage over them. Like I said, certain things are negative and positive. When it comes to that, I feel like it's the battle of the sexes. And I talked about that already. Like certain things I speak on for a reason. And that's what's going on. That movie basically let you know on a spiritual level what's really going on. Just because you're the same shade doesn't mean that you share the same bloodline. Because a lot of y'all out here, you claim something that's not yours. And what I got out of it, it was like, certain tribes and stuff, but they turn it into like a religion, like Wakanda, like they didn't want certain individuals know about certain things, They kind of remind me of the Antarctica, but that's something different. I need to do a video on that, by the way. But, like certain things they didn't want to share. Like you can't, share certain things. You could connect with your bloodline, but, certain things you can't just, you can't give your all. That's the reason why I say, yeah, I'll share my frequency with y'all so y'all can think, but I'm not going to give y'all my all because you got to learn on your own. I can't, sit here and like say, hey, this and that, because certain things work for others out there. So, others out there can connect with you on so many different levels. Okay, like, it was like, you know, the Black Panther didn't want to, I guess, share the, what's the cranium? My fault, y'all. And Killmonger was basically like, we need to share this with our people. And the Caucasians, you know, basically was talking about how they enslaved us and stole from us and this and that. And see, this is where I'm going to break it down. And I talked about this before, but I feel like I got to say this again. Just because y'all see the other shade, the other side, you know, some of y'all call them white Caucasians, and just because you see them in the media doesn't mean that they're running things. You know, and our shade connected with certain different types of energy, and they're different bloodlines. Okay, so when you see the Caucasians, or y'all call them white people, Caucasians, whatever, y'all, you know, the names and titles, you know, there's a reason why they mixed a lot of things up. They got y'all thinking they control, you know, the banks and all of that stuff, and they answer to something different. And they are shade. Y'all think like, you know, that like, oh well, we was slaves and this and that. That's a bunch of crap. That's a bunch of mess. You know, we came on a slave ship and boat and this and that. That's deep. It's deeper than that. When it comes to the ships, you know, and the plane, the astral plane, it's extraterrestrial on there. All right, like in the movie when Black Panther and Congo, you know, they went to the astral plane, and they knew certain information. Okay, and the ship, you know, like when y'all think that y'all actually was really slaves, and that's a bunch of mess. You know, slaves, it's a code word. It's negative. There ain't no such thing as slaves, and y'all think y'all were slaves, and y'all fighting and arguing. Now, I talked about this over other bloodlines that's the same shade as us. Y'all fighting and arguing over that, and y'all not even really connected with the other bloodlines. Our DNA wasn't on this earth. Our DNA came from somewhere else. Our DNA basically got jacked and spread it in other worlds, certain bloodlines, other beings. You know, other beings out there. And y'all was programmed that. Them slave stories, like I said, that's a bunch of mess. And y'all think like, and y'all arguing back and forth over something you don't know nothing about. Just because they put the other shade, which y'all call the Caucasian, white, or whatever, which colors are stupid. You know, y'all up there saying, oh, I'm black. Black to me is like be lacking. And I think that's stupid when y'all call yourself, you know, black, calling yourself colors. And white means really black. Just to put that out there. And some of y'all was making yourself look stupid. Oh, this is the first superhero movie with our people. You sound real stupid. Just because they use other faces, you know, that's not the first. They use other faces, you know, like to keep y'all distracted. They want y'all to think other shades was running things. And all this time, and this movie even put it out there, and I talked about this way before the movie. Our shade, you know, like everything come from, you know, of course, melanated people, but I said I wasn't going to use that no more, but I'm using this in a sentence. You know, it comes from, you know, our people, our shade. You know, everything comes from us, right? So, what makes y'all think that other shades is running stuff? Y'all think the Rothschilds and other forces is running stuff, and they not running nothing. They're not running nothing. And I talked about this. They're not running nothing. Y'all think they want y'all to think that. You know, certain bloodlines, you know, they are the same shade as us and using negative things against us. Like the slave stories and stuff like that. Y'all think that's true? And they using certain things against us. And they basically talking about battles of the sexes and that. And I talked about that already. Because a lot of y'all still disrespect women. You know, all shades, but especially our shades. Y'all really like dog them out on so many different levels. And that's messed up. You know, it's like the masculine energy and the feminine energy. You just got to balance it. They was talking about that. And, you know, Battle of the Throne. They talking about different planets, you know, battling over the throne. There's nothing, they don't have nothing to do with the physical because we're the extraterrestrials. Just like when, like I said, when Black Panther and Killmonger, you know, and when they was in Wakanda, you know, because Wakanda reminds me of something like the Antarctica because they don't want y'all to know what's really going over there. You know, and that's another video. That's what that reminds me of. So, when it comes to that, they don't want y'all to know certain things. And when they went to the astral plane, they connected with extraterrestrials. All right, they connected with that, and that's the reason why, you know, certain technologies in other worlds, you know, way more advanced than certain planets. And they battling over who's going to take over. Now, whoever was in charge, they out of here. Like in this illusion. It's something totally different. And it's like the feminine energy and other unknown energies they are battling. They had war and Star Wars going on right now. Battling over the throne. You know, and the movie was basically showing this is some deep stuff that I'm telling y'all. The movie was basically showing y'all that when they was, you know, trying to save Wakanda and stuff like that and certain tribes and stuff, and how the feminine energy, like the physical, the feminine energy, the physical feminine energy body was basically loyal. And they was talking about, like, it's like certain religion, like in that movie. And that's the way y'all act today over the religion. You know, you put religion over your own star seed. And you disrespect, like, you know, the feminine energy on so many different levels. You know, and that's controlling a lot of y'all. The power is within, and I've been telling y'all this for the longest. You know, like when it comes to king, to me there ain't no such thing as king. To me, king is a title. I get what they talking about king. When they talking about king, I get what they saying. I see the points, and I'm not even get ready to break that down. I know exactly what they mean by that. But, you know, y'all go by names and titles. And like I said, we're sounds and vibrations. And when, you know, they were showing certain codes on the lips, I got what they was doing. And I ain't even going to put that out there, but I got what they was doing. You know, they was giving subliminal messages through that movie. You know, some of y'all thought the movie was garbage, and some of y'all thought it was great, and some of y'all was acting like fools, dressing up, saying, oh, I'm going to see Black Panther and dressed up, and, your dashikis and all of that stuff, just to put on a fashion show. And, you know, and then some of y'all, I'm going to break some of y'all down, because some of y'all, you know, was making yourself look stupid. I seen all the mess on my timeline. Y'all posting up, oh, well, it made this much millions of dollars. Like, so what? What did that have to do with y'all? And like I said, they going by numbers. You know what I'm saying? They don't even use the illusion paper, because your energy attached to the plastic card, your DNA, your fingertips and the money tip, and you know, you giving your frequency out to them, you know, with the money cursed, you know, the money's cursed, you know, on so many different levels, and I talked about that. But so what? You know, you're not getting nothing out of it. Then they talking about a petition saying Marvel need to get back to the community. You know what I'm saying? Y'all sound real stupid. I heard about that. I was like, you know, it's like y'all so programmed and lost. And then, you know, what's funny, it's like, just say if the Caucasians was in charge, but y'all call them Caucasians, white or whatever. Say if they was really in charge, which they're not in charge. You know what I'm saying? Because there's other beings and other forces out there controlling certain things that y'all can't see with the physical eye. Just because they got them running certain things, y'all know what's going on in other worlds. But say if they was in charge, y'all stupid, y'all silly asses are going and you supporting the movie, Walt Disney. Do y'all know the history of Walt Disney? Or any of these corporations? But y'all supporting it. It don't have nothing to do with the shade, but y'all think, yeah, but if it, like I said, if it was true, y'all make yourself look stupid because y'all supporting them. Just like all the other stuff that y'all buy, like these dumbass, like, you know, what is it, Gucci mess and, you know, Nikes and all of that stuff. You know, if they was really in charge of the system and stuff, y'all supporting them, but y'all want to say, oh, black power this and black power that. And, you know, y'all want to, like, you know, get the red, black, and green. Oh, this is the first black superhero movie. No, it wasn't. There ain't no such thing as black. Extraterrestrials, like, come in many shades. And many shades and different bodies and stuff. Just because y'all see certain things, y'all can't see certain things that I could see. I got what they was talking about in the movie, and y'all didn't. Y'all thought it was about something totally different, and it wasn't. Y'all making yourself look silly and stuff online, debating and arguing. If that's the case, you know, if it was our shade, shit, Blank Man or Media Man. But you know, some of y'all, you know, you just didn't get it. And certain things, it's like energy, frequency, and extraterrestrials. And y'all don't get it. You know, and I spoke on that, and then it's like, you just got to balance it. You like certain things that, you know, your the portal and the portals, your parents, just because they was taught a certain way, that doesn't mean that you have to follow them. You know, you can learn and gain, but you're supposed to balance certain things. You're not supposed to be programmed. And, you know, that's what they, you know, they put that in the movie. You know, I don't want to, like, put too much, because some of y'all might not seen Black Panther. You know, I mean, if you want to see it, that's fine. Will I watch it again? I don't know. I mean, like I said, I like the comic books better than the cartoons. I really wasn't impressed with the movie, to be honest with y'all. I felt like it could have been more, but I know they was giving each other subliminal messages. Certain movies, they mess up on purpose, so they could control y'all's energy, and y'all could get mad, just like some of y'all got mad and was complaining about, oh, you know, our people, we this and that. There's so many different shades of certain things. Just like, for example, and I was telling y'all about the Nazis. It's nothing but like an energy. You know what I'm saying? Like the Asians was a Nazi. And I know this on a spiritual level. I'm sure you could probably find it online. And our shade, our shade, what y'all call melanated, black, whatever y'all call them, names and titles, like the Asian, that's, to me, that's something. Those are code words, so they can keep tab of certain things. They was Nazis. It's an energy thing. It's certain things that y'all don't know about, they're not put out there. But some of y'all not going to get what I'm saying. Because y'all think it's this, y'all watching the movie with your physical body. And you're not stepping out of mind into vision. You don't see the codes. And they was basically showing that our DNA got codes. That I talked about that. Where we could see certain things and stuff. It's certain beings have the ability to reach out and touch certain bloodlines and connect with certain things. And it's not meant for others out there to get certain things. Because they still negative, have that negative energy, and they unbalance. So when it comes to that, like my favorite part is of the movie when old girls didn't want to wear that wig, and she took the wig off. It was like, she didn't like it. She threw the wig, and I thought that was funny because she knew it was fake. She didn't care about it. And a lot of y'all wear wigs and claim that you so-called woke, which is a bunch of mess. Like I said, I sleep in the dark. That's how I see better. That awake mess and stuff. That y'all sound stupid. Say, oh, stay awake, stay woke. Go ahead, stay awoke in this illusion. Go ahead, but y'all talking all that mess, but y'all still wearing fake eyelashes and wigs and stuff that you get from the so-called Caucasians and all of that stuff. You support the Asians and all of that stuff like that, which, nobody's not running nothing. Y'all let them fool y'all and think certain physical bodies that's different shades are in control and you in control. And they use your energy against y'all. They all up here talking that dumb stuff. Y'all go to these corporations, you know what I'm saying? You get your food from the corporation. None of y'all not growing stuff. And y'all sound real stupid, some of y'all out here, Black Power and all of that crazy mess. You know what I'm saying? Y'all destroying the communities and stuff. And that's all shades. But especially our shades, because y'all lost and confused. On so many different levels, y'all lost and confused. Y'all going backwards. Y'all worried about some old history, old mess that's not even connected with us. And you was programmed that. That don't have nothing to do with us. And that movie, put out a lot of things, but at the same time, it just showed how certain bloodlines turn on each other. Relatives. That's the reason why I said just because you come out that same portal, that doesn't mean nothing, because you can have one of they call it brothers and sisters. I just say siblings. You know what I'm saying? But, have one of them turn against you and connect with certain energies in different bloodlines. And that could come from another world. And I spoke on that. I talked way before this movie even come out. I talked about a lot of stuff. Like I said, I can see and feel and sense certain things. And there's a reason why I put out certain things. I see a lot of stuff and I put out there to keep y'all up. All of this stuff that's going on, the system is old, and they're going to have these beings out here keep confusing y'all with this recycled information that's not even yours. Your power is within. You just got to connect. You got to learn how to balance it. I'm just visiting. I'm visiting. Sharing this. Like when I see, I sit around in this illusion, I see a lot of stuff and just shake my head like, wow. They still stuck on that, the racism and all that stupid stuff, and that's programming words and, you know, posting memes like, oh, such and such made this, that money. You're not getting that. And then talk about petitions and stuff. Like saying Marvel need to give y'all money back and stuff. And y'all giving the money. It sound real stupid. You sound real stupid. I caught the movie, you know what I'm saying, on a Fire Stick. I'm not, you know, sometimes once a year I go to a movie. Once a year, and that's, well, once every 2 years, because like I said, I love Star Wars. I'll go see that. You know, like the Marvel movies and stuff, I catch it on Fire Stick. I like Marvel. They tell more truth in the comic books and stuff like that than this fictional news. They're talking about energy and frequencies and different other things, you know, like that y'all can't understand and understand because y'all stuck on this system, this old system, and, you know, the others before you that was confused. And it was just basically letting you know in that movie that the old generation or whatever fell like certain generations and stuff because they turned on each other on so many different levels. And they put that in there, and I spoke on that, how certain bloodlines are turned on you and stuff like that, you know, because they really not connected with you. Because like I said, it could be your brother, could be representing another bloodline in another world that's negative, and y'all cross paths. You could be balanced or positive, and you got to go to war with some negative stuff. There's certain things they don't want y'all to see in the sky and all of that stuff. So, you know, I mean, if y'all want to see the movie, y'all can see it. You know, I'm not just sitting here saying, hey, don't see it. And then y'all talking about, oh, well, the Caucasians and them wrote and directed. How do you know? How do you actually really know? But like I said, if they was really running stuff, y'all dumbasses are supporting them. And he talk all of that mess. Some of y'all is doing stuff just to get attention. And you're going to just be lost and confused. What? Did somebody say something?